Okay, well, hi everybody. Thanks for tuning into the video this week so I can run my kids around. Won't happen very often, but thank you for doing that. Tonight we are going to work on all the A minor stuff that we did a long time ago. And not all of you were here to do it with us, but we're going to go over the King George IV set. And so that's the entire set. It starts with King George IV, the Straspe, and then it goes to King's Reel and the old King's Reel. It's all in Sandy's book here. Let me just get the right page number for Sandy's book. And again, anybody that needs Sandy's book, it's now a PDF, thanks to Marie Budister. And so I can send it to anybody that wants it. I can just send it along. Now let's see here. King George, the old King's Reel, 62. Page 62 in Sandy's book. Take a look. So yeah, King George IV, King's Reel, and then the old King's Reel. Now you might notice that in Sandy's book here, he's got King George IV, the old King's Reel, and then King's Reel. But and many people play it like that. My family in Ironville there, when we were growing up, we used to play King George IV, then the King's Reel, and then the old King's Reel. And then we would often put Miss Lyle's Reel at the end of it as well. And sometimes put it at the beginning. And I remember that Sandy used to put Miss Lyle's Straspe at the beginning. We did that too sometimes. So, but anyway, so that's the set that we'll be doing. We'll be working on tonight. And there's plenty to work on because it's all on the low strings. And it's difficult to tune, difficult to get a good sound on those low strings. And the key is A minor. And you can see that in these three tunes, we got no key signature for King George, for George IV and the old King's Reel, and two sharps for the King's Reel. And the two sharps, it's still in A minor, but it's a couple of modifications there. A minor with an F sharp and a C sharp. But C natural occurs quite a lot in that tune as well as an accidental. Okay, and it's a really cool, it's kind of part of what this set of tunes is selling, is that the difference between the C sharp and the C natural. And you can hear in the Straspe it comes in a lot as well here in that C natural and C sharp. It's a really cool idea. Anyway, so what we're going to do first is we will get started with A minor. We're going to strengthen the key of A minor. So we'll play a scale and an arpeggio, and we might do some arpeggio inversions in that key, and maybe some double stops, just to get nice and situated with A minor. Now, if you have trouble hearing the minor keys, which many people do, I always suggest playing the major key that's related, which would be C major. No sharps or flats. And it's a really good scale to practice. We'll go over it together. It's got a few challenges. Of course, the lowered notes are a challenge, and also the high C on the E string. But I'll tell you, people that I have had do the C major scale, the reason I've had them do it is because they complain about their high B, and after trying to do the high C, they don't seem to complain about the high B anymore. So let's try it. Let's try our A minor scale. I think maybe we'll just do a quick G major just to get the hand happening here, and G major and A minor are very close. There's not a lot of changes there. So we'll start off with our regular G major, and then we'll strengthen the minor key. Ready? And Might as well try the arpeggio right away. Okay, so that's G major, and I think we might as well do that again, maybe just a tiny bit faster. Okay, ready, 2, 3, go. Arpeggio! Alright, that's a little faster, so hopefully your success rate remained intact for all of that. Now, let's see about the A minor, shall we? So A minor, so it starts down, of course, on the low A. And we go all the way up to high A, and so we got no sharps or flats here. So that means that we got regular first position on the G. On the D string, we pull back the 2 to get F natural. On the A string, we pull back the 2 to get C natural. On the E string, we pull back the 2 to get G natural. Also, pull back the 1 to get the F natural there, okay? And that's how we do A minor. So here's your A to get tuned up. Okay, so hopefully you have that low A in there, and we'll just play it first. Nice and slow, tune your notes. Ready, and... That's the A minor scale. All right, a little bit harder to hear for sure. Why don't we just do it again right away, exactly like that. Ready, and... Okay, so now let's take a look at the A minor arpeggio. We'll go nice and slow, tune the notes. It's a hard one. Here's your low A. Okay, here we go. Nice and slow now. Arpeggio. Ready, go. better do that again right away, shall we? Ready, go. Okay, so hopefully you're having some good success with the A minor scale and arpeggio. I think maybe we'll try it now just a touch faster. So we're going to do the scale followed by the arpeggio just a little faster. Here's your A. Okay, a little faster than that. Ready? And... Okay, and I hope you had a good success rate with that as well. But I do think we should just go ahead and try that all one more time, scale followed by arpeggio. And... So now that we've done all that scale and arpeggio, it's hopefully getting a little stronger with A minor. Now we're going to try arpeggio inversions in A minor. So arpeggio inversions, we've done them before in other keys, but we're going to play the first triad of the A minor arpeggio, A, C, E, and then we're going to play another one, but instead of starting on the A, we're going to start on the C, C, E, A. See that? And then we're going to start the next one on the E, E, A, C. It sounds like this. See how that works there? That's arpeggio inversion. So you're inverting the arpeggio as you go along. It's going to really help us with this set of tunes, so I think it's worth doing. So I'll just call out the notes as we go to start off if you're unfamiliar, and then we'll try it. So let's give it a go here. Here's your low A. So we got A, C, E to start with, of course. A, C, E, C, A, E, A, C, A, C, E, C, E, A. And that's how it works to invert the arpeggio on the way up. Now we'll try it on the way down. So it's going to be A, off with. So E, C, E, C, A. Another C, A, E, A, E, C, E, C, A. You see how that works? That's inverting the arpeggio all the way up and down. Now let's do it again. This time I'm not going to call out the letters, and hopefully you're going to have this now under your fingers. So we'll start with the low A. We'll do the same speed. Ready, go. Now we come down. Okay, so that's the A minor inversions, and without me calling out the letters. And I'm pretty sure that we should try that again, have another crack at that. Same speed. Ready, go. Then we come down. Now, double stops in the key of A minor. I'll just give you a few that I always use. There's lots, of course, lots of combinations of double stops you can do in this key, but there's a few ones that I always go back to. And so the first one is going to be the fifth, which is the G1 and E1. That's an A and an E. When I'm playing an A minor, that's kind of a go-to there. It's a constant. I'm doing it all the time. So that's an A and an E, G1 and E1 together. And it's a fifth, so you use the one finger there. And you can see on my finger, I got to twist it a little bit to get the E a little sharper, because if I put it in the same place as the A, it's not going to be in tune. So I have to twist it a tiny bit to get that in tune, okay? So that's the fifth in A minor. The E and the A together, and then we got the E and the A, but you use the A string. Really useful one in this key. I do it all the time. So yeah, so we got the E and the A at the bottom, got the E and the A at the top. Another one I use is C natural and E. Very common in this key. And I love the sound of it. It's a great sound. And then we got the opens, open A and open E. See, those fifths are open-ended. There's no third involved, so it doesn't tell you whether it's major or minor. It's just an open-ended interval that you can use. See that? And then of course the octave. That's E3 and open A at the same time. So let me go over those again. We got the fifth down at the bottom, G1 and D1. We got the fourth, which is E and A, except it's the A string this time. And then we got the C natural and open E. And then we got the opens. I use those all the time too. And then we got the octave, E3 and open A. Okay, let me do those together. That's another really nice one there. C natural on the G string and E on the D string. It's the third there, the minor third. Isn't it lovely? Let me do all those again. We got the fifth, the third, the fourth, the third, opens, octave, opens, third, opens again, fourth, the third, and the fifth. Okay, now let's do it. I'm not going to say anything this time. Okay, now mess around with that. Let's do that again. See if you can get your hands around doing those. It's going to be very, very useful when you come to putting some ornaments on these A minor tunes. So let's try that again. Well, that was a workout in the key of A minor, that's for sure. And so hopefully we got a good handle on all the notes involved in A minor, and your hand feels good getting around the shape. So now, let's do it. Let's talk about King George IV. Okay, now we did learn it, but it's been a while back, and some people might not have had a chance to watch those videos and get the King George IV. So I'm just going to talk about it briefly before we try it. So again, the main thing this tune is kind of selling is the difference between the C sharps and the C naturals, especially in the second part. So first of all, I'm just going to play it for you so you can remember how it goes. King George. So you can hear, got a few things going on. First of all, we got these sets of 16th notes, and they sound really impressive and virtuosic, but they're really just little scales, and that's why I had us practice the scales. See that? It's just a scale down from A to G. Classic kind of Scottish thing. Same with the little scales there, say the endings. Just a race to the bottom. See that? That's all that is. That's just little scales to the bottom. So we got this first phrase here. See that? And then you do it again. And then you do it the third time, slightly different. Up we go. And then we got this little arpeggiated section. And down we go. That's how that works. So we got the first phrase. Second phrase. First phrase again, a little different. Up we go. Arpeggiate. Down we go. That's how the first part works. Now the second part, we got this kind of C, E, A, E, C, E thing going on quite a bit. We got it going on the first phrase, and then the second phrase, half of it. Third phrase, we kind of do it again, but it's different. And then we do the first phrase one more time, and the halfer of the second phrase, and then we got this ending. So let's see. So we got this C, E, A, E thing. Those are all the C sharps, by the way. See that? A little slightly different key change there. Then we go back to the... Then we got the G's. And down we go. See how that works there? It's a fun one. And then we go back to the C to E. Another one. And then we got this ending where we switch to the C natural. And that's how it ends. Now, you might make note that when you get to this last part, the rhythm changes and it goes short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, long, short, short, down we go. That's how the ending works. And that's how King George IV works. Okay? So, let's see. Let's recap. In the first part, we got this E to A thing, a fifth. And you can see why I had to practice that double stop. See that? My finger stays there for most of this. Okay? Why don't we give it a try? So we've reviewed it a little bit, and you can keep going back. Just scroll back if you need to get some of those phrases again. Just go on back in the video and do that. And then we're going to try it, the entire thing, really slow to bring it back from the depths. So it's going to be about this speed. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. that went all right. Again, if you're having trouble with any of the phrases, just scroll back. Just rewind and go on back and get those phrases that I mentioned before we tried the whole thing. You can always go on the YouTube channel to the specific video for King George IV and straighten out any misunderstandings or phrases that you might not have there. But anyway, I would say we should try that all one more time. All right, 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, so we're going to try that just a tiny little bit faster. All right, I think we're going to try maybe like this. So let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, ah! a bit faster. Now we're going to go faster than that, obviously, when we get it up to up a little bit faster with the tempo and the everything in place. But for now, I think that's just fine. So keep trying that, keep playing that with the right rhythms and the good bowing, getting the most out of the low strings, and we'll see if we can speed it up there next time. Now the next tune in the set. Next tune in the set is the King's Reel. So, now when you look in Sandy's book, you'll notice that there's actually 4 parts there. And I always like to point out that the tune itself is only 2 parts, but there are variations, there are versions of the King's Reel, and it's mostly in the second part. The second part is varied. So the first time through you do the triplets. See that? And the second time you do a cut on the A. See that? And then the endings are slightly different as well. So, and now, when I was growing up, I used to play, we didn't play that second version very much. I played it with some people. Mostly we played the first version, which would be the first 2 parts you see on in Sandy's book there. But when Sandy played it, he played both, and he would just use it as a repeat. So the second time he played the tune, he would play this other variation. And I think we'll do that because it's really good. It's a great variation on the second part. I've heard it lots in Cape Breton, and I think we'll get both, you know, and we'll do it just like Sandy did there. So let me see about this King's Reel. So it all kind of goes on this idea of sliding into the A. Let me play the whole thing for you there. And then you go into the more low strings there for the old King's Reel. So there you go. So that's the King's Reel, to remind you. And like I said, it does this whole G to the A thing. I love it. It's in a slur. Now, I don't agree with the bowing in Sandy's book. Okay, I do that slur in an up bow. And then it leaves the string changing for the single bow, which I think is much better. So when you look at the first part, it's got this thing 3 times. With a different ending. And that's the ending there. Okay, and that's how the first part works. So, let's run that a little bit. Ready, and... That's her. That's how it goes. Now we're going to try that maybe a bit slower, and we'll do that whole first part a good few times. Okay, so we're going to play this first part 3 or 4 times, really nice and slow, because we do have to play it all together 4 times when you play both versions of the tune. So we're going to go nice and slow and play this first part. Ready, and... Okay, so that's the King's Reel, the first part. Now let's take a look at the second part, shall we? So the second part is the one with triplets. That's the one I'm used to. Great, it's great. I just love it. Now in Sandy's book he has slurs, and you can do the slurs. Totally works out on the bow. It totally works just fine. I don't do the slurs. I do them single bow because it sounds like a cut. I like it way better. So I'll leave that up to you, but I'm going to be doing them single bows like cuts. When you look at it, it's this phrase 3 times with a different ending. We got this first time, we got. See that? Then we got the second one lower. First one again. Little more scaly there to go into the middle phrase, which is 2 Ds and 2 Gs. That's the way I remember that. 2 Ds and 2 Gs. Then you do this triplety thing again. Okay, oh well, it's a B. Now we got this ending, and this is how it differs from the other variation. So we got C natural now. And if I were you guys, I would take that last bit here. When I put my first finger there, I leave it there. And then I leave my second finger there, go over, back to the G. See that? Let's do that a couple of times. Just the last bar. Ready, slow. Again. One more time. And that's the ending. So let's take that second part, do the whole thing. Ready, slow. Let's do it again right away. That's the second part. Now let's take a look at the variation, the fourth part, okay, which is the variation on that second part. And like I said, the way that it's different in my mind is that instead of the triplets, it has cuts on the A. It stays on the A. So let me show you how that works. See that? And then it goes up high. See that? And it's very Very similar otherwise. And then you get this again. And that's another place where it differs there. So little G section. You might want to do that a couple of times. Let's do it. So this is the last bar in the second last line. Ready? And let's do it again. Ready? And then it carries on the same way. Now here's the ending. This bar here is how it's different from the other one. Oh, sorry, that's a C sharp. See that? The C sharp in there as opposed to the C natural, and I really like it. Now, the pickup note into the last bar, I play a C natural, and I really like it. It's works well as a pickup. Let's do that ending a couple of times here. Ready, go. Do it again right away. Ready, go. The second part. I mean, the variation on the second part, or the fourth part. Now, let's run it. So we'll do it a good, say, 3 times or 4 times, this last part. Okay, last 2 lines. Ready, and let's do it again. Plenty. If you need to do it again, please go ahead and rewind. Okay, so now that we've worked all that out, we're going to play the whole damn thing right from one end to the other a good 3 times. All right, here we go. The King's Reel. We're going to go A, B, A, C. Okay, we're going to do that. I'm going to do that combo. Well, let's try to do it 3 times. Okay. So just as you see it there on page 63 of Sandy's book that I sent you, we're going to do the whole thing right from one end to the other. That includes both ways through the B part. So that's going to be a 4-part tune 3 times. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and... top. That's plenty. That's a long one. So that's twice through, very, very slow, okay? So now let's try her a little tiny bit faster. Again, we'll do twice through, and I think that'll be it for this set. We'll do the last tune in the set, the old King's Reel. We'll do that next time, because this turned out to be quite a lot of work in the key of A minor, but it's such a great set, such a great tune. The King's Reel, such a great tune to have, and it'll serve you well. So let's go a little tiny bit faster now with the King's Reel. Again, right from one end to the other, 2 times. Ready? more time. There you go. So we worked on King George, and we worked on the all four parts of the King's Reel with the variations there, and did a good workout in the key of A minor. So we're going to leave it at that for this week. Thanks everybody again for your patience with the video tonight so I can run the kids around. I really appreciate it. And next time we will work on the King's Reel, or sorry, the old King's Reel, and we'll put together the set. So have that in your mind this week when you're practicing. And please go ahead and rewind. If you didn't make it through that faster time, go back to the slow, couple more times slow, figure out what's happening that you can't go fast, and then try it again fast, okay? If you have any problems or questions, of course, don't hesitate to get in touch. Or if you want feedback for what you're playing, and I'd be glad to help you. Okay? Thanks again, everybody.